Hello everyone, let's take a look if we are online. Looks like we are online. So hello everybody and welcome. Um, so we are going today to continue to work on a timer that I started to work 2 streams ago. I'm not planning to do a long project that I will work for weeks and weeks. We will try to keep it short and sweet, and eventually we'll move to some other projects. So yeah, I'm not fan of monumental projects. I'm not fan of work that continues for months. There is obviously a place for that, and it could make sense, but it doesn't make much sense for me, so I will not do that. So let's continue with the current project. Okay, so first of all, let's see where we stopped, and let's see what is the status of the project. First of all, it looks like this. We have a cargo project, cargo run, and now there is a timer. I implemented previously dynamic change of variance for images of a column, and now we have this sort of animation that is a bit of jiggling. So this is the whole point. It's not a problem because it's by design. If you can call a bug a feature, so it will be okay. It will be certainly a good approach. So, and I would like to implement something similar to every number in my timer. But first I would like to do some adjustments. But even before doing these adjustments, in the previous stream, when it was like yesterday, maybe a day before, I finished the stream with the bug, because what I had is a problem with refreshing the numbers. So when I implemented the jiggling, I encountered the problem when rendering a number from time to time. Number sort of jumped forward and backwards for a split of a second, and it was a bit of annoying, but it wasn't clear at the moment why it happened. And I stopped the stream because I was already streaming for some time and I needed to go. But after that, obviously, I wasn't able to continue my day without looking into it. So I did investigate the problem, and I actually solved it. And I would like to talk about it briefly. What I did is I changed my architecture a bit, not like deep dive in the architecture. I didn't like refactor everything from the ground up, but what was happening is, well, here I need to say that it seems that I know what was happening, because I still don't know what for 100% the root cause. I think that the problem was related to the fact that rendering wasn't happening on the same thread. So it looks like Rust splitted the threads, and what has happened is that for a split second one thread was rendering the next image, and it was doing it successfully, but another thread was rendering the previous message, and there was some sort of race condition. So what I did, I changed the implementation of how I store a current canvas. I call it canvas. It's not exactly canvas, but let's see. So first of all, in my stead, I started to save the current object that I'm drawing, the current representation of the time. And only in the moment that I really need to change the representation of the time. Let's say when it is obviously happening when I need to change seconds or minutes or whatever, when I need to change numbers, or when I need to change actually the animation of jiggling columns. So only in this particular moment I change the drawing object, and then I am refreshing it on the screen. Excuse me. And and actually it is happening here. So only when every 50 milliseconds. First of all, I'm doing the change only every 50 milliseconds because it doesn't matter. Everything that below 100 milliseconds, first of all, any animation when a change is happening on the screen which is below 100 milliseconds or even below 80 milliseconds, it is perceived as an instant change. So 50 milliseconds is totally okay. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a new draw object, and I'm actually drawing all the parts that I need in this object, and then I'm applying it to the scene. Maybe I misspoke, and it looks like I meant to say that I actually redrawing it every 50 milliseconds, but it is not 100% correct. I'm changing the drawing object only every 50 milliseconds, but the actual rendering is happening much faster. It is happening on every call to the draw function. And as I checked in this previous stream, the draw function is called very rapidly. It is called something like every millisecond. Probably it depends on the machine, and maybe on fast computers, on powerful computers, it is happening rapidly, and on slower devices it will happen not that fast, but it's something that maybe I can check later in some different environments. But for now it works, and actually I'm happy with that. So currently we have current time. It's not exactly what I need, because my project is called Stopwatch, and at some point we need to implement stopwatch functionality. But today's stream I wanted to start with something else, and by the way, behind the scenes I also changed the list of to-dos that I want to do. To-dos that I want to do. To be or not to be. For this stream and for upcoming ones. So I would like to first implement a bit better alignment of the time on the screen, and then I will implement animation for every number, and then we will implement also a timer, and then we'll do other stuff if we will be interested in doing so. We'll see how it goes. As I said before, I don't want to do something monumental. I don't believe in the long streams that investing time in a huge project over months of work. Let's talk about the first bullet. I wanted to align time on my screen in a better way. So what do I mean by that? So first of all, let's run again my timer. And what is happening is when I'm changing the window of my application like this, we see that the time is changing the size of the font. It's not the font, it's pictures, it's PNG files, but it's beside the font, beside the point. So the font is changing alongside with the window. But if I'm changing the width of the window, it is becoming that the window starting to cut the numbers, which is not ideal, right? Only if I change the height, I can make it to appear in a way that I can actually read the time. So it will be nice if I can decide whether I want to align time based on the width of the window, or whether I want to align time based on the height of the window, right? So maybe this is something that is worth implementing today. So first of all, let's see how I implemented the parts that do work today. So let's close it. And actually the implementation of scale is happening in this function, which is rather simple. And what is happening is that I'm applying it here to this variable, and then I'm using it all over the place. Well, I would say that it is not ideal, obviously. Well, I don't think that we have any other alternative for changing the size other than a scale. I just need somehow to align it whether on width or on height of the window. Let's see. And this one looks like an arbitrary number, and it is an arbitrary number, which depends only on height. Well, we can start by adding additional parameter, additional argument to our function, and we will call it window width. And here I can decide to use either of them, right? And the decision will be based on which one is, I believe, smaller. So it could work like this. Just have this function min on every number related variable, and we can add it here like this. And obviously here I need to pass width of my scale, and now I need to pass width also here, which I have in the arguments of apply num texture. Okay, let's see. It is sort of working, but the fact that I'm using whichever is smaller is not that convenient, because the fact that this is smaller doesn't mean it is reliable source of the reliable base for my scale value. And I think that I need to apply different logic, and I think that I need to calculate it based on the width. And width will change because of the scale. Interesting. So let's look into it. So we have a window, and right. Oh, excuse me. And here we have a time. Let's say 12 o'clock. Okay, we have it here, and when window is getting smaller, like so, I would expect time to shrink. Like this. Right, like this. So I actually can I can use as a reference a current size. I just need to check how close is window borders to the current size of the time. And sort of when borders are touching, my time touching obviously in quotes. So if borders of the window touching my time from the left and from the right, it means that I need to scale down. If the window is getting bigger, then it means that I'm not touching time anymore. It means that time can actually enlarge, and I need to take into account also top and bottom size. Sorry, not size, top and bottom, let's say coordinates. And if my time is touching, again, in quotes, a window on the top and the bottom, it means that it also needs to be shrinked. The only problem is I need to decide how I'm calculating it. Okay, so it looks like the scale should receive not only width and the height of the window, but also the current size. So I do have total width. The problem with total width is that it's a bit odd. Let's see. I have total width, but I'm using it only to calculate cursor X, which is a starting point here, and then I'm not using total width at all, which means that I'm calculating it wrong, because here for calculating total width I'm using average num texture width, which is not the same for columns. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a wrong calculation. Huh. It is a wrong calculation. The right calculation will be to take into account width of the column, which is not the same as the average number. So let's see. Here's the average texture width, average num texture height. So I need, let's first of all the textures have the same height. This is something that I remember. So let's change the name of this variable to average texture height, which is actually not the average, just texture height. So let's then change it to texture height. Please change everything. Yes. Yes, so it's okay. After I changed it, what I need to do is I need width of the column. So let's call column texture width. And of course, first of all, I need to define it here in the state. And now, how do I calculate it? Here are all column textures, and okay, so I need to load it here. Cool, and I need to pass it here, and I need to use it here to calculate texture width, and column textures, the first one, and here it is. Oh, it's not the first one. Now the first one. Come on, width. Okay, so here is column texture width, and okay, so this is better calculation. Okay. But it's still not ideal because this is not the correct one. But it's okay. It's okay. Because I wanted only to place numbers, and this is all. Right, and only want to place numbers. Ah. Okay. Here make sure you're taking the half of the num texture. Okay. So it is working. It's working correctly. Because here I'm moving forward my texture, my cursor. Okay. Oh, now it makes sense. Okay, I totally forgot about it. But maybe I can use here actual texture, column texture width. Maybe it is in the end it will look better. But let's see. Okay, it is not. It is not, because what if I will not half it? Let's see. Right. Okay. So let's revert it. Looks like my previous decision worked actually well. Okay, so let's just revert it and check if it works. Okay, right. So how I will address this one then? So it means that I can use total width, because it is actually sort of a total width, because I'm using it with for placing numbers with predefined places for each number in my string. Okay, this one makes sense. And now I can sort of assume that that this is the full number. Okay. Wait a minute. If I have total width, and I have the height, that I wanted to rename. Let's rename it, of course, replace, and ratio, refactoring scale. Okay, and this one I will add, this will I will add. I will add this one as well, and 2 remove this, and let's, what is going on? Ooh, it's too big. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, it makes sense, it makes sense. Okay, so factoring scale. Cool. So let's see. Yeah. So let's see. I think the path to the solution is looking into ratio between total width and state texture height. Right. So if I have this ratio, does it mean that I can use it by applying it to one of the sides, to one of the to one of the sides of the window, whether it's top, left, or bottom? I think I can. I just need to see when to apply it to which side. So basically, my idea is that I can define scale in a different manner, like a ratio times let's say width of the window as F32. It will look terrible, but I think it is the path to the solution. Okay, right. What do we get? Which scale? Total width. Oh, okay. I think it should be other way around. Otherwise, I need. Wait. Wait a second. What scale do we have now? Print on. So we have scale of 0.27. Okay. And with this approach, interesting. Of course, interesting. We need to print it. Otherwise, how do I see it? How I will see it? Ooh, 170. It's too big. And what is the ratio as it is? Okay, but it's not changing. And if I multiply it by width, I'm getting 170. I just need, okay. I obviously can divide it like by 80 and see how it goes. Which is 2. Okay, so maybe I need to divide it by 100. I'm trying to get feeling of what will be the path to the solution, because I believe that it's somewhere along these lines, and okay. Well, it's sort of better. It's sort of better. Much better. Not ideal, but better. Okay. Okay. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So actually I can already live with that, but it is not answering the question in full capacity. I believe the one can say it this way. Well, when I'm resizing the width, it's working well, but whenever I'm resizing the height, I'm cutting the time, okay? Which we can say, well, it doesn't make much sense, but because if I'm making it that small, so what's the point of making the window so much wider? Which is okay, which is something that we can say, but maybe we can do better. So let's first of all remove code that I'm no longer using. Where is scale? Not this one, not this one. Yes, calculate scale. Yes, I don't need this one. Okay, and cool. I'm not only using ratio and scale. Right, let's commit it. Okay, I'm not going to change ratio. Ratio is okay. Ratio is good. Ratio is good. What it looks like, I will need to change this part because at some point I need to flip them. Now it's based on the width, and at some point I need to flip it and change it to be based on the height. When? I think I have an idea. What is the ratio now, and what is the ratio between width and height in the same formula? As F32. I need individually cast it to F32. So I will do it. And problem not related to that. Okay, or maybe like this. I have a hunch that it somehow should be related. Yes, so and here, right. These ratios should be related. Oh my god, I need to flip whenever ratio of window is smaller than ratio of the size of my time. Okay. Right, so let's call it texture ratio. we'll use also window ratio. And it will be this one. Okay. Actually, texture ratio is not something that will be changed every frame, but whatever. It's not that time consuming or resource consuming. Okay, so if texture ratio is bigger than window ratio, I'm using this logic. Otherwise, what is the problem? Otherwise, I will need to use texture ratio with height. Something that I need to figure out. Let's see. Doesn't make much sense. It's the other way around. Yeah. Okay. What if I also flip it with interesting. So let's print scale and let's see. Let's get a feeling of what will be the right solution. It get a bit bigger. We almost there. So it's maybe 18. Obviously there is a not 80, 120. Obviously there is a better way, but to be honest, if it works, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. It gets a bit bigger. Nice. Very nice. So it's exactly that. There is a flickering all over the screen. Maybe at some point we will address it, but it's not something that bothering me too much, because it's not that the whole idea of this application is to be resized all over the place. So it's okay. Maybe at some point I will address it as well. What I want to do currently is to provide core functionality. Okay. So it's a bit annoying. I need to see what does this mean. I think it should be somehow related to texture ratio. Let's see, what is height divided by width. Okay, so it's like this. Divided by 600. Are they related somehow? They are. Of course they are. Same ratio. It is the same ratio. I knew it. So it's texture ratio, and it means that I actually can write it like this, times texture ratio. And now it will be exactly aligned. Yeah. Yeah, baby, yeah. Nice. Nice. Okay. So we can call it like scale factor, maybe. So it will be scale factor F32, which is 600, and I will use it here. Amazing. It's much. It's very robust right now. Very robust. Let's format it, and now let's commit it. Cool. Now we can say that this one is done. Ooh, only 48 minutes and we are done. Now we need to use random image variants. I use random image variants for every number at render time. Okay. Okay, I will use the same bridge. I don't care. Sorry. Okay. Nice. I don't need this one. So, how I will do it? I will need to use all the variants. Yeah. I will need to use all the variants. Just a second. Okay. And in order to use all the variants, I need to load them here as well, right? I have currently I have every number at a certain index of the array of textures, and the current logic is that I have 3 variants for every image, and I will need to choose them randomly at random time. The same thing that is happening with column. We can see it here. Oh, cargo run, of course. My god. Yeah, so you see it here, and I want to do the same thing for every number. Same thing for every number. Okay. So, and I will just store them in the same array. So it means that it will look like this. I will have two variants per number. And here is the parent number. So this one is this one is 1, and I have same thing for 2, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it means that I will need to use array of 30 numbers, right? Which is a bit annoying, because now I need to do something like this. Only because I am loading everything at once. Oh my god. Oh. Wait a second. It's too much noise. So it's 1, 1, 1. And it's 2, 2, 2. Oh yeah. And it's 3, 3, 3. And it's 4, 4, 4. Not good. Okay. 4, 4, 4, and now I need 5, 5, 5. And 6, 6, 6. I have all the time in the world. Please don't rush. Please don't rush. 6, 6, 6. Now it's 7, 7, 7. My god. And we have 8, 8, 8. Eight, 8, 8. And of course 9, 9, 9. One day. Num textures is not, I can, okay, of course doesn't work, because here it should be 30 as well. Now it's okay. Is it okay? It is okay. Okay, so let's run cargo format, and now we have all the variants. Oh my god. So now we can load them, and we are loading them, of course. Num textures, of course I need 30. Good, let's see how I use them. Apply num textures. Okay, here it is. Color number it's 10, and here any other number I'm getting from the array, which is incorrect right now, because it is not, every number is not placed in the cell associated with an actual number. So if I will look into the cell of index 5, I will not get I will no longer get number 5. I will get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will get number 1, variant 2. Sorry, variant 3. Which is okay. So what I need to do is to multiply it by 3. Right. So it will mean that if I will get number 9 and multiply by 3, I will get 27. And 27, 28, 29, and 3 variants will be I will be able to derive from this number. Okay, which means we can do it in the following way. Let's call it first variant. And first variant is how it's texture, I don't know. Part times 3 call. This is the first variant. Now I need to add to the first variant number between 1 and 2. Right. I will need to add number randomly between 0 and 2. And I hope they can use rand for that. And let's take a look in the documentation. How it's called, Rust rand docs. I don't know. Right. Shuffle. I don't need shuffle. I need to get random number from provided array. Which is like collect or choose. Yeah. So basically what I can do is like to do maybe like variants, which is usize. Oh, come on. Usize of size 3, which is like 0, 1, 2, and I can just add it, and I can run choose and pass. Actually, I can run all of that and pass it here, and of course I need to unwrap or default, which I hope is okay. Unwrap or 0. Why? So it's no longer first variant, it's just variant. Let's call it part variant, num variant. Ooh. Num variant, and we will pass it here. Let's see how it goes. Nice. It is exactly that. Very cool. I like it. I really like it. Nice. Okay. What's happening? Okay. Number render variance, and I forgot to do formatting, and no changes. Okay. So now we have all the variants. And let's see what we have. Use random images. So this one is fixed, not fixed, but added. The feature was added, and update ready. Now, if I want to take a look at timer, actually the stopwatch. If I want to implement stopwatch, what I need to do is somehow to measure time passed from the start of the stopwatch. I'm not sure how trivial is that. I would like to use some maybe built-in functionality, because it's like with the time that I'm displaying. I'm only displaying time that I have on my computer. I'm not calculating time that was passed since I started the application. I'm only displaying time that my computer have. I only what I'm doing is I'm only checking the actual time that I have every frame. Okay, every frame I'm checking it, and then I'm displaying. If it changed, then I'm displaying the change. I'm not actually calculating time. I'm not like counting milliseconds or seconds or whatever. And if I'm using Rust and I want to use like Rust stopwatch, this is the thing. Use it time things. Rust stopwatch. Last change was 7 years ago. Just 7 years ago. Interesting. And how complicated is it? Duration instant. Okay. So start time, split time elapsed. Okay. Right. I can just save the start point, and then I just need to calculate the duration. Obvious. It's pretty obvious. So how do I use duration? If I have timestamp of now and timestamp of somewhere in the future, how exactly do I calculate duration? Split time. In Rust, if I have a timestamp, how do you calculate duration between timestamp in the past and the current? And now, yeah, and now, please do. Chrono? Do I have to use chrono? Is it something that is used here? No? Why? Why? Please tell me why. Oh man. It thinks that this is what I need. No, but I don't have. Okay, it's not called stop timestamp. It's on. Only I'm called instead, and ah. So wait. So it's just duration since, no? Isn't it just duration since? And I'm already doing it? I think the solution is very obvious. Maybe I'm just too tired. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, it looks like I just can use this approach and this will be it. But in order for that to work, I need to somehow to switch a state. So currently it's just state of the displaying time, and I need to switch it to the state that is displaying a stopwatch. And I think that I need to use some keyboard shortcut in order for me to change the state, right? And it is, let's say it will be the letter S, okay, which is stopwatch, start, stop. I think it is it's a good choice. And in order to do that, I need to somehow use keyboard actions, or to listen to keyboard changes, and it is something that is implemented in Notan, the library that I'm using, and there is an option, update. I can pass update into update. Okay, so let's do it. So if I have an update, which will be, let's say, here, right, and the update itself will be defined somewhere here, and last key I'm not sure that I want to save. I'm not that interested, so maybe I can just listen to a key, and my key will be S, and let's print something. Let's print S. State, I'm not using it, not sure if I will, but maybe I will. Let's keep it a bit annoying. So let's go here and cargo run, and okay, S. Ooh, Okay, it is capturing like a lot of presses. Is there another option like last key released? Oh, last key released sounds better. So maybe I need to compare it like so. No? Option. Okay. What do I have? Released keys. Shift was pressed, was released. Oh, okay, so maybe this one. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if it will work. Yeah, exactly what I need. Cool. Okay. So now I can capture S, and when I press S I will switch to time, to stopwatch, and if I press it again I will either start the stopwatch or stop it or pause it. I can implement R to reset the stopwatch, and I can implement T to switch back to time. Does that make sense? Let's write it down. Stop or pause current. I mean start. Start or pause current stopwatch. Switch to stopwatch. So now this one is reset, stop and reset current stopwatch, and T is switch back to regular time. Switch back to regular time. Right. Maybe I'll need to rethink it, but it makes sense for now at least. Let's see. So S, R, T, everything works. Okay. Git add. Listen to keyboard. Okay. Nice. I think there was some progress. We did some improvements in the logic, and And I think I will continue in the next stream, because it feels to me that today I'm too tired to continue. So nice, it was a good one. Thank you for being here, and see you next time. Bye bye.